Okay. What is your religion? Like, what do you identify as?
I identify myself as a Christian.
Okay. Okay. With Christianity, do you consider your religion as superior to others?
I wouldn't say that, because I know some Christians will say our religion is like superior than others, but I wouldn't say it's superior because there are some things that we don't do that other religions may do. We're all still like religion, but even though we're like different aspects of religion, so I wouldn't say mine is superior per se. But I feel like for me personally, like I think Christianity is like the best for me.
People feel that religion compared to science really don't make any sense. What do you think when it comes to religion versus science? Do you think they can? Do you think they are like together? They intertwine? Or do you think they like against each other? What you think?
Well, honestly, this is like one of those topics that I've been hearing discussed about for like years and years, especially when it comes to like how we were created, especially like whether evolution's real or whether we were created by God and what the case is. They can be intertwined. Religion and science, they can be intertwined, but of course there are some like differences as far as like the specific differences as far as like what religion believes and what science believes and predicts and all that. So,
when you seen somebody get healed by somebody else's hands, like when a pastor is praying for someone, you know, they healed them through their hands. Just some people that may seem, you know, different, like, you know, like out of this world.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you really think people's hands can heal people?
Well, it all depends on what they interpret it as. Like, for instance, like for me personally, honestly, like as far as like healing hands, I feel like if a pastor like lays hands on me, for instance, and I'm like going through something, and I ask for healing, for me it's like the power of God that heals me personally, not the hands itself, but it's the power of God that I feel through that pastor that's healing me. So I wouldn't say the actual hand is healing the person. So yeah.
Do you think it's a mind thing? Do you think like it's I believe this is gonna help me, or do you think it can help any non-believer or believer? Do you think it can help any, or do you think I have to believe in my mind that it's gonna help me? This is the only way it could work.
As far as healing is concerned?
Yes.
Well, it could be for believers, of course, but for non-believers, it's kind of hard to tell because I know some non-believers, they believe in a higher power, but at the same time, it's like they think there is something out there that can heal them. So it can apply to some non-believers, but not all non-believers at the same time.
Do you think, just going off the religion part, do you think it's another you? Do you think you have a split personality? Do you think, like, you know how when people get drunk and another side of them comes out?
Yeah.
Do you think you have another side?
For me, no, because I've always been who I am. Even if I wasn't in religion or whatever, I feel like I'd still be the same person I was because it's just the fact that I'm involved in religion heavily so much. It's kind of it just makes me a better person, and not in the way that I'm another person. It just makes me a better person per se. I'm still the same person, but just still progressing like more and more. So.
Okay. With your sexuality, what do you identify yourself as?
I would identify as bi-curious.
And why would you why do you identify yourself as bi-curious?
Because when I look and talk to women, it's similar to when I look and talk to men, but I have never been in a relationship that wasn't platonic with a woman, so that's why I would say I would be curious.
So what is about women that makes them attractive, or what is about women that make them stand out, like, compared to men? Take your time.
I think it's, well, first, it all depends on the woman, just like it all depends on the man. It's conversation. Conversation and the energy. That's usually what I pay attention to, besides like attractiveness and all that stuff.
You have a lot of confidence.
I think so. I have a lot of confidence in physical appearance and my emotions, but I don't have a lot of confidence in my work ethic.
So, you seen the movie Split?
Yeah.
So, the movie Split, the character had 23 different personalities. Do you believe people can have different personalities, or do you have a different personality?
I mean, I might. I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there's different sides of myself that comes out just like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for him, I think it's definitely, I don't know if it's possible to have that many because I don't really know the capacity of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's definitely possible to have split personalities because the way that it's been explained to me is that the personalities come as a defense. So like one of his personalities that was the most prevalent in the movie was the one where everything has to be clean and spotless, spick and span and no messes. And he would get beaten by his mom if things weren't clean and spotless. So his brain just created that personality so that, he wouldn't be beaten anymore.
So do you feel like certain things happen to people throughout life?
Right.
So that can cause a change in some people. So do you feel like a defense compared to, let's say something tragic happened to you,
Okay.
that defense can cause you to change completely, like it change into another personality.
Mm-hmm.
So had that ever happened to you, where you was somebody at one point, but something tragic happened that you changed into a whole nother different person?
I don't think so.
Like the movie.
I don't think so. But also in the movie, when the real him
Yeah.
came to fruition, he had no idea that it had been 3 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So for all I know, I could be a split personality right now. Like Kevin could be over here somewhere.
So like, do you consider, like when you drink, a different person comes out?
Yeah.
When someone drinks, most of the time.
Usually, yeah.
Do a different person come out with you?
Yeah, the person that comes out is ready to just have fun. All the fun. Even if I'm just by myself, I'm just like, yeah, party, let's do it.
You feel like you have like no worries?
Yeah.
One more question.
Yeah.
Okay. So another thing about split personalities.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a split personality, would you consider that a fantasy or reality? Like, do you consider like when you drinking and the other person come out, do you consider that as reality or like fantasy?
Oh, I would call it fantasy.
So why you don't consider it a reality?
Because when I'm drinking and this super hype, everything's great person comes out, even in that moment, there are still things that are happening to people. There are still people who are going through hunger or losing their houses, or maybe there's a natural disaster happening somewhere. And even though in my mind it's just like, yeah, everything's great, we're all wonderful, and there's no worries for anyone, that's not true. So that's why I would say it's fantasy.
Okay. The main purpose of this project was to inform people of the mind and how we have different personalities. So like the movie inspired me to really think, how many personalities do we truly have? How many sides of us do we truly have? Do all of us have that alternate person that we can become? Do drinking bring that out? Does dancing, or does reading, or does that one doing that one thing bring that person out? And I wanted to ask some things about religion, is because religion may cause you to be somebody different. Hanging around a certain person may cause you to be somebody different. So is this really reality? Is one of our personalities really reality and the other one just a fantasy? Or did we get affected by something that when we were little, and now we are just changing from another reality to another? Or did we leave our or we just living in a fantasy and the real reality was left a long time ago? These all are some difficult yet things to think about. So, is this truly reality? This earth, the way we feel, the way we look at other people, the way we feel about other people. Is everything fabricated? Is everything set up?